Hello everybody, welcome back to Bull Bear Trader. So today I'm gonna go to 12 company for tomorrow earning, and usually I view these earning releases credit to earning whispers on X. So now I'm gonna start with Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin, let me see. So, you can see it's kind of like at this mean. Excuse me, sorry. In 2024, and looks like we are doing sideways right now. Excuse me. Sorry. So let's look real quick. So for the past 6 months, been trading sideways. So you can see right now is a support level. Long term is neutral. Short term is also neutral. So based on the chart, I'm thinking we have a little bit more of a bounce. So it would be 55% bounce and 45% pullback or breakdown. So for 50, for low range, and upper range will be about 480. Okay, so it's still bouncing off the wedge right here. So most likely it will keep bouncing sideways, but a little bit upside. And I think that's it. Unless we have a more geopolitical event happening, I don't think it'll bounce much. Next, we have Coca-Cola. Same thing here, sideways. Even though it's off of low from the beginning of the year, but it is still above the mean for now. Long term, neutral, a little bit oversold. Short term, a little bit oversold as well. So, let's see. So you can see this is almost like another wedge, right? So most likely we are going sideways. With this candle here, I would say for upper range level we have 71, and lower range we have 69. So it is a small range. So I'm thinking not much going on. I would say it's going to be a 50-50, and we won't move that much based on the chart, unless the number is really bad. We might see 66 for the low range. All right, so next we have Philip Morris. Look like is just made all-time high. Okay, so we can see it's pretty overbought. And here we got a blue flag. Let me draw it again. Okay. So which mean is might have a little more upside, but because it's over bought and it's been going up a lot, I say there will be more downside, and 165 for the lower range. This will be about 60%. For upside, we might have 190. For upper range. So 40% of about 60% of a pullback. DR horn. You can see short term is has been selling, even though it did have a good bounce, good rally. Long term, actually, what long term is a little bit overbought. Short term is a little bit oversold. So let's take a look. All right, so look like we are at the support here, but the long term is overbought. Now I think it might even go a little bit lower, but if it bounces, then we'll see 136. If the number is just okay or outlook is negative, we might see it come down to about 124. All right. So about 40% rally, 60% pullback, breakdown. Let me see anything else. Let me check the long term. Long term, it does look like it has a bull flag, so it might be able to bounce. So yeah, so 40% of a valve, 60% of a breakdown. That seemed to be right. GM overbought short term, overbought long term. So it has to be really good. Okay. So if it breaks down, we might see it around $50. And it will have about 65%. So about 2/3. 1/3 of a chain will hit 55. All right. Why? Because of the overbought condition. And you can see for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 2 weeks, it's been going sideways, testing, trying to break out this level, but it could not. And today it has, these are the doji, and today it got a tombstone or an inverse hammer, which is bearish. So this is why I say about 65% of a pullback and only 30 to 35% of a rally, unless a number come in like stellar, smash our expectation. Otherwise, I don't see a rally. All right. Next, we got Raytheon. Look like it did pretty good. Overbought for both long term and short term. Again, you can see the inverse hammer here. So there's a big chance of pulling back as well. So if we go up, maybe 156. If the number and outlooks are good. Otherwise, most likely we'll see a pullback at about 142. So rally will have about 35%, a pullback, breakdown about 65%. Norton Grumman. Another defense. So we can see, let me see. It's overbought. Short term, long term is just a little bit. We got two bearish candle here. Let's see. Okay, we've been bouncing off right here. Pull back a little bit, and right now look like it's sit on a midterm support, but it's been overbought. So we have a pullback of 500 to 500, about I would say 55 or 60%. A bounce to 530. Could be 540 as well, but I think 530 is decent. About 3 to 4%. Let's see 540. So it's about right here. And we have about 45% of a bounce. I don't see other things except for most likely a pullback to around 500, unless a number coming in really good. Intuitive surgical. Oversold, short term, neutral, long term. So if we draw a trend line, if it's like this, it's already broke below the wedge, but very short term, we have this and this. So in a way is at a support. We might have a short bounce, but it's most likely gonna go up to like say 530 and then break below and come down lower. That's what I'm seeing in the chart right now. So we have a bounce to 530. I would say about 60%, 500. Pull back about 40%. More chance of bounce. It has been a little bit over. So SAP, neutral short term, long term overbought. So let me see. Okay. If we look over here, like this, no, the thing is changed already. Look like this. So look like it's right in the middle of the wedge. Kind of like neutral right now. So I would say 50-50. A pullback maybe around 300. And then a bounce up to test the previous high at 313. So yeah, most likely in this case about 50-50 chance, and they're not gonna move that much, maybe 2 to 3%. And phase has been going down a lot. I remember this was like 300 or something stock. Yep, see this? This almost like a mountain, okay? And usually when it's like this, we may have a bounce because it's been oversold a lot. You can see it's oversold. Doesn't mean it cannot go lower. It can go back to here or even here at 22. So we got 34 and 22. So let's see what we can see out of this. You can see for long term it's still very oversold, which mean any decent, not bad, but at least decent, it will bounce a lot. So for so even since the recent rally, you can see it's not even to participate in it. Okay, so look like this. All right. So remember 30, wait, did I say 34? It was right here. Wow, look at this. It bounced right there at about 35. Okay, and then come up and pull back. So recently is it's a bit oversold, but long term is really oversold. It's about 90% off already. So we can see, let me see. It's been missing now. All right, so what I'm saying is it might come down, but not much. And I'm seeing a breakout if the number coming just decent. And if it does, we might see it right here at $48. It might come up and then come back down to test, or just come down here and then bounce it again. Just like think about stock like Alibaba and Baidu, they were kind of like this. So this will have, I give it about 65% chance. But of course, it's been the solar been not that good, right? So the number can come in very, very bad, and we'll test 35 again. But I'm thinking this may be only about 30% chance. A bounce maybe 70%. So for end phase, I think would be a good play. If there's a breakout, you will see it go. So this is 48, right? Next level of that will be at about 54. So I think I would put, let's make it 55. Because it might be possible. Okay, so 48 is what I'm thinking it will go. But if we have just decent number, it can jump a lot. Next we have Capital One. Capital One, been for long term I think is overbought. Short term is a little bit overbought. Right now is still consolidating. It does show a bull flag here. But because it's overbought for a while, at least since May, so about 2 months and a half, almost 3. So the chance of a pullback is a little bit more. So I would say a pullback to 203, 204. About 60%. I would say 65% or 70% due to the overbought condition, but because of bull flag, it might come up more. For top of the range, I see 228. So 228, about 30 to 35% pullback, 65 to 70%. And these are the level, the range. All right, the last one is Texas Instrument. Overbought long and short term. So it's due for a pullback. Recently, if you look, these are the trend is changing a little bit already. See. So this is the so you see it's the wedge, right? And look how it broke below the support here. So most likely we'll see a pullback. But let's see if it goes up. How about 230 if the number coming really good? Semiconductor, lately they have a decent number, but it has to be really good, and for a rally to get higher past 222, I would see it's about 30% more of a pullback to about right here. So 195, and I see this pullback about 75%. Okay, and you know what? That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Please hit a like, share, and I'll see you next video.